Hey again, it's Chris at Service Autopilot. We showed you in the last video how you can modify your employees' individual permission rights within Service Autopilot. In other words, what they can see and what they can't see, what they can do and what they can't do. I just want to briefly talk about how important that is and why it's important, why that is beneficial for you to take the time up front to do that. And it's because with a system like Service Autopilot, where there's so much functionality and we're touching so many different parts of your business and you're running all of your business through this one system. That's great because everything is centralized and it can help you build continuity within your company in terms of procedures that have to be done. There's also some risk that comes with that, right? So let's say, for example, you wanted to give the ability of one of your crew leaders to add jobs to a work order. Let's just take that one example. It's one that I talk about a lot when I'm talking to people that are coming on board to Service Autopilot. That's a great thing to do because you're taking the responsibility of modifying a work order off of some of the more expensive employees within the company, and you're allowing the person that's in the field that's actually doing the work, making those judgment calls, to do that one thing. And so you're shifting some of the repetitive tasks off of more expensive employees onto less expensive employees. And so that's good. You definitely want to be doing that, right? But for your company specifically, you might not want that crew leader to be able to see the pricing structure of your services, right? In a perfect world, people see those prices, nobody cares, everybody goes about their merry business and just does the work and they're happy. But in the real world, a lot of times if crew leaders are seeing the prices of services, it starts to make them feel a little bit uneasy. It starts to make them approach people asking why they're not making more money. And in most cases, those are conversations that are just going to have to be had, and they can be had pleasantly and professionally. But to kind of eliminate the need for something like that altogether, you can simply tweak your permissions level in Service Autopilot to such a greater extent than you can in most systems. And in most systems, the way that they would handle that is, can the crew leader add the job or can't they? If they can, then they can see the prices of the services. Another example is sending invoices. Can somebody send invoices or can't they send invoices? That's something that has to happen a lot right within the company, but you might not want that person that's supposed to send invoices to be able to go in and modify those invoices. That might lead to not necessarily dishonesty happening, but just mistakes being made because that person might not be aware of what the policy is on certain services that happen and how the pricing structure works. So they might not be the best person to go tweak the prices on an invoice, but they are the person that you want to have on their mental checklist each week or each month to go to the invoice list and email blast all of the invoices out. So those are just a couple of examples. But like I mentioned, Service Autopilot gives you tons of customization in terms of setting up those permission levels, far more than any other system out there in this space as far as customizing exactly what people can do and what they can't. It's very, very specific to you and to your company, exactly what you want your employees to be able to see and what they can't. I hope this has helped. I think this is an extremely important topic and something that's kind of glossed over in a lot of cases when it comes to setting up a new Service Autopilot account. People just don't see the importance of it. But I think that if you spend the time up front to set them up the way that you want, you'll be much happier in the end, and you'll find yourself starting to feel more comfortable shifting some of those services off of the same people that have to do it over and over and over again, and spreading out some of the workload to different folks on your staff. So again, I hope this has helped. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to see more great videos like this. Also check out our blog at serviceautopilot.com for more great content and business advice. Thanks a lot.